Most people never notice this detail about her. Welcome to the Channel Star Spotlight. In the world of television fame, Kaley Cuoco is often remembered for her vibrant personality and unmistakable screen presence. Many recognize her from long-running roles that brought laughter into millions of homes. Yet behind that familiar image lies a subtle detail that has quietly shaped how audiences perceive her. It is often said that presence on screen is tied to physical scale. Taller figures, broader frames, larger gestures. But what happens when someone commands attention without fitting that expectation? This is where Cuoco's story becomes more interesting. Early in her career, she entered an industry that often places quiet emphasis on appearance. From auditions to casting decisions, image can influence opportunity in ways that are rarely discussed openly. For Cuoco, her physical size, something that might seem ordinary, became part of a larger narrative about perception. Yet, this was not where her journey began. Before becoming a household name, she worked steadily through smaller roles, building experience and resilience. Her early appearances in television films and series reflected a young actor learning how to adapt. There was no instant breakthrough, only gradual progress shaped by persistence. Then came a defining moment. Her role in The Big Bang Theory introduced her to a global audience. As Penny, she brought warmth, humor, and relatability into a show built around complex personalities. Standing alongside co-stars with very different physical and character dynamics, her presence created a balance that felt natural and engaging. Many viewers noticed something, even if they could not quite define it. On screen, she often appeared taller or more prominent than expected. Camera angles, posture, and confidence played a role, but there was something more subtle at work. It was not simply about height. It was about how she carried herself within each scene. What is less known is how intentional this presence can become over time. Actors learn to understand framing, movement, and energy. Cuoco developed a style that allowed her to fill the screen without needing to dominate it physically. Her gestures remained relaxed, her expressions genuine, and her timing precise. These elements combined to create an impression that often exceeded the reality of simple measurements. This quiet contrast became part of her appeal. While others relied on dramatic transformation, she remained consistent. Her performances felt approachable, grounded in everyday emotion rather than exaggerated traits. This made her characters easier to connect with, and her presence more memorable. Still, success brought its own challenges. Maintaining authenticity in a highly visible career requires careful balance. Public attention can shift focus towards surface details, sometimes overlooking the work behind them. For Cuoco, navigating that attention meant staying centered while continuing to grow professionally. There is also a dimension of her career that extends beyond traditional acting. Her work as a producer marked a significant shift. Taking creative control allowed her to explore stories with greater depth and independence. It revealed another layer of her identity, one not defined by appearance, but by vision and decision-making. Over time, the conversation around her size began to change. What once seemed like a simple observation became a reflection of something deeper. It highlighted how easily perception can be shaped by context and how presence is often built rather than given. In many ways, Cuoco's journey challenges a quiet assumption that impact must match physical scale. Instead, her career suggests that influence comes from consistency, awareness, and authenticity. The way she occupies a role, the way she connects with an audience, and the way she evolves over time all contribute to a presence that feels larger than expected. And perhaps that is the detail people sense, even if they cannot immediately explain it. Not a difference in size, but a difference in presence. As you reflect on her story, it invites a simple question. How often do we underestimate what cannot be measured at first glance? If this perspective resonated with you, feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. You can also like the video if you found it meaningful, and subscribe to Star Spotlight for more thoughtful stories like this.